We're here today to check out some more cricket.
But should we just call it like Cricket Tuesday or something like that?
Cricket Tuesday!
Cricket Tuesday!
Cricket Tuesday!
It was repeating itself. Can we just see that?
It's so true, though.
Okay, well, first of all,
true.
Mitch Johnson, Brett Lee, Ms. Donnie, with all that boring stuff out of the way, this is a very important, momentous occasion. All right, welcome back to Boring Reviews. Nick here.
Jody.
And Jody and I are here for another, at the same time, Cricket Tuesday. Wow. And Jody is back on Cricket Tuesday. We appreciate that. I appreciate that. Jody, we are checking out a video which might give us a copyright, but I don't think it will. I hope it won't.
Way to go.
It's about a ex-cricketer. I just say ex-cricketer because he's retired, named Brendon McCullum.
I love the name Brendon.
What do you know about Brendon McCullum?
That he was born in 1981.
Yes, he was.
It says it there. That's all I know.
So he is a former New Zealand international cricket player. He's a cricket coach. Coaches in the IPL. Coaches in the CPL. He, he's got a lot of records here. He's got a triple century. That means a 300-plus score in one test match before he got out. He was a captain in, I think, all formats. He, at one time, had the record for the highest 2020 score in IPL until a few guys beat him. This guy's done it all.
Okay.
And for 1 year, he played for RCB. Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, is that your team or is that Gabe's team?
Gabe is not smart enough to root for RCB.
Your
Only
team. Got
the best of the best are able to handle being an RCB fan.
Shout out to Gabe. We still love you.
Someone does.
I still love you.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
apparently.
that
You got
too.
one friend, Gabe. One friend here.
Yeah, so this guy, he retired just 2 years ago. He's played for a very, very long time. We've reacted to one of his high-scoring matches that he did, but that was in ODI, I believe. We are looking at a video today called, and that's kind of a weird, I don't know what that is.
Such a weird photograph.
Oh, that's the, it looks like a spaceship or something like that.
I was
It's
saying
the top
something
of,
else.
like tents or something like that, and those are trees of the mountain. But anyways, we're looking at McCullum's fastest test 100 of all time. I'm assuming it's his fastest, not the fastest. But again, this guy is a stud. This guy was the Kane Williamson before Kane Williamson. I know you know who Kane Williamson is. You talk about Kane Williamson all
the time.
All the time.
We're
exactly.
buddies.
Yes.
He and
Current captain of New Zealand right now. And not all formats, but especially the test squad, he is their captain. But this is McCullum's fastest 100. New Zealand, they're getting ready for the World Test Championship.
Okay.
Do you know what that is?
No.
All right.
No.
So test is, the long format, right? The 5 days,
yes.
the million hours type situation.
But we started with watching.
Yes.
Where I met Camper. Well, I didn't meet him, but
met
know.
him, yes. It's like, hey,
I met him on TV.
Yes.
He and I became really good friends. We talk all the time.
For Team Ireland.
If you're watching, hey friends.
Oh, you watch it all the time.
All
He
the time.
comments constantly.
He does. He's always DMing you on Instagram.
I didn't know you met him. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know. It's pretty amazing.
So in test, right? I lost my train of thought. World Test Championship. They're having their very first World Cup, their very first championship for test is coming up next month.
Ever?
First ever, because it's such a long format. Like, how do you do a championship for it?
That's true.
But they've had the tournament the last 2 years. India, New Zealand. So this is a little homage to New Zealand. Those that know me on Cricket for Americans, they know I root for India, but I have love for everybody. So a little bit of New Zealand love here. If you have a little bit of love inside you, just a little bit for today, go ahead and like and subscribe to this channel and let us know what you think about Brendon McCullum.
And I'll I'll root for New Zealand since you're going to India.
Wow.
Have to go against you.
And all the dislikes come rolling in.
Well, that'd just be like at least one of us wins.
You were the only one in this family that the viewers liked, so you just messed that up. Let's go ahead and
I
jump
still
into
like
this.
India. I just have to go against Nick, and I think you guys understand why I have to go against him.
So
because
if
like
India loses, she's to blame.
I won't watch it, so there won't be any sixes on New Zealand's side.
Well, that would be even worse. No sixes for anybody.
Oh my goodness.
It'll be the first test match with zero. Well, I'm sure there's been some test matches without any sixes.
Well, don't jinx that, Nick.
Okay, you are stalling. Let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, here we go.
But are we going now?
Here we go. Hey, spoiler alert.
I think we kind of knew we were watching something like that.
Spoiler alert. Hope not out. Ooh. There's hope.
There's
It's the
always
most
hope.
dangerous thing, according to President Snow.
Mm-hmm.
He's like my height. He's not a very tall man. But he's very potent.
What can only be described as a very
I don't mean
emotional
smelly.
war.
Not understanding.
Oh! Is that gone? Brendon's
He's
underway.
absolutely good. Oh, he's with Kane Williamson. Look out.
36 for 3. Straight over the top. And clears the rope. That's the first one for Brendon McCullum. No mucking
Jeez, he starts quick.
Yeah, one for each test.
101 one for each test. That's right. Jeez. This might have been one of his last. This might have been his last match. So I think he only played 100 some odd matches his entire career.
Jeez.
Am I seeing that correct? Williamson's got 3 on 54 balls? My goodness gracious, what in the Pujar is going on here? Oh, man. And look at McCullum. He's got a strike rate of over 200 in a test match. Increase it there.
Seriously.
Williamson, wake up!
From Brendon McCullum, it's reaction.
He doesn't want to take it away from McCullum. He wants,
He's got
McCullum
3.
he wants McCullum to have his thing.
Look at that footwork there. Destroyed it.
I love how, like, they're just hanging out in the grass area, it looks like, at least, over there.
Oh, yeah. It's very intimate staying there in New Zealand.
I like want to go out there and just hang.
I still can't get over the Williamson score.
He's letting McCullum have his
Oh.
moment. I don't even know half the time where the ball is. Like, it's so hard to follow. Oh, there it is. Oh, right behind the cameraman.
It's the thing that's rolling.
Shut
That might
it.
have been a camera woman.
Goes too fast. It's true.
Oh, Williamson got out. He should have kept it as 3. Oh, man. Watch out.
You're
Super
right
night
with the
time.
people.
It's a half century right there on 34.
It's crazy. He's feeling good tonight.
Might be the daytime
Oh my gosh.
there. 6 4s? 3 6s?
So this is great stuff now because that is a
Boundary.
really is measured.
I love the commentator. This is great stuff.
This is great stuff. He's scoring at a rapid pace.
Seriously, he's just going. He's feeling good. He's on fire.
I mean, even Anderson. Yeah, it's Corey Anderson. 27 on 50. You don't see strike
31.
rates like that in tests. No one around.
It's getting him excited. Yeah,
oh, that's a
nobody's there.
6. Jeez Louise.
Who are they playing against?
I wasn't even paying attention. Fastest test 100. Viv Richards, 56 balls. He's on 53. Oh!
I don't think I've ever seen this at a cricket ground. Or they call it a deep first slip, whatever you want. Well, you normally see it in kids' cricket, don't you?
It's not Australia, is it? Oh! Wow.
I feel like the batsman's like, I'm giving up.
It's a fairy tale.
It's a fairy tale. That's cute.
I mean, they weren't scoring too well, and then he just lost his mind. In just an hour and 20 minutes.
That's when you like hang up your hat. Like, that's it. I'm leaving on a high. I'm good.
Never. Yeah, it's got to be Australia. Hazel and... Yeah, his last test match.
Yeah.
Wow. He wanted to go out with a bang.
And he did. That's awesome.
Channeling his inner Verinder Savog there. Beat Sir Richard. How dare you?
You can't go out a better way.
No, just keep swinging. You ain't taking me alive.
Oh, they threw the... That's so sweet. They throw the ball back. Is that common?
Not usually for a home crowd.
It's gone so high, it's gone
I thought they were in New Zealand. They might be in Australia, but I assume they were in New Zealand. It's usually where that has these more intimate fields, grounds.
I would just assume that people would want to keep it.
Maybe they always throw it back. I don't know.
Let us know in the comments. Do you normally throw back the cricket ball if you catch it? Because in America with baseball, you keep that ball. That's a trophy.
I'm trying to think. I can't. I think if they can find it, they take it, they give it back. Yeah, I guess so.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Oh, yeah. Obviously they do because they have to keep the same ball the entire time.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, like, these guys must be going through so many balls.
Yeah, because if you get a new ball, then you got the new shine on there, and it's a completely different advantage for the bowlers.
Okay. So you throw the ball back each time. Crazy.
So there's some people in the audience are like, I don't have it.
Right? As I think.
Oh! How dare you!
It's like, no.
Of course, Nathan Lyon. Gary. Wow.
He's like, got him out, guys. Got him
2
out.
hours. Strike rate 184.
Well, I bet Australia's team was like, oh, thank goodness.
His last test
And
match.
out.
If I was him, I'd be like, you sure? You know, maybe I can come back out here again. 175.
But for me, like, that would be the way I'd want to go out. I wouldn't want to go back again. I'm like, no, that's so high. Like, that's right. Remember me that way.
Still got some fight in me.
Remember me. Reminds me of that Coco movie.
You're out of control. You can get us a strike. Wow.
For saying it?
Hey, YouTube does not mess around these days.
Crazy.
So, I'm curious your opinion of what you saw there.
Well,
What's your analysis?
it was interesting. Like, I wish I watched more cricket to understand what the normal range is. What people are getting
Normal
supposed
range of what?
like how many points or hits that you usually get while you're in there, because obviously that's incredible, and you could just tell by the crowd too. And people were waving Australian flags, but they were all cheering him on. So you can tell that regardless of whether they're in Australia or
Don't
they're
forget,
in
New Zealand and Australia, the flags are extremely similar.
That's true. That's true.
There's like
Could have
one
been New
little
Zealand.
difference.
You're right. You're right. It could have been New Zealand. Well, regardless, the fact is that they were excited for him and happy for him. And I think even if you went to a game with an opposing team, if you saw that, you'd be rooting for them too, just for the player themselves.
Never. Nothing but hate. No, I'm just kidding.
Gosh.
No, especially in cricket. Cricket's very, very good. The fans are very, very good about
Yeah.
that.
So I think like that would be exciting to see. But no, it was really cool to watch. I can't imagine the energy, because you could just kind of feel a little bit of it in the video. But I think that being there, that energy would be incredible. But I think like the highest we saw last summer at least, would be like 20, 30, 50. I don't know.
No, we saw some big scores. I mean,
Do we?
saw some centuries here. It doesn't happen too often. I mean, it happens in test matches. But you can easily go through a test match, a day's play or 2 days play without seeing a. You can go through an entire match without any centuries. But typically, you're going to have a century here and there. But it was the rate at as fast as he scored that.
He was just going and going and going and going.
I mean, I try to remember what were the total balls that this guy saw. It was 79 balls.
That's it.
175 on 79, which is just 145, excuse me. 145 on 79. But, I mean, that's incredible. To score that fast. In tests, you could easily flip-flop that. You can get 79 on 145 balls, and that's a really, really good score. He just went crazy, and he was attacking. Again, Kane Williamson, not trying to get on the guy. The guy's their captain right now. The guy's their horse, but 3 runs on 54 balls. I mean, he's protecting the wicket, and that's great, but obviously he didn't last too long, so that drives me crazy sometimes if you're not able to establish too much, but you're sitting out there, you just eat up so many balls. And yes, you got all the time in the world. Maybe, I don't know the situation. Maybe they were chasing. Maybe this is day 4, day 3, day 5. I don't know what the situation is. And maybe it was a matter of just don't get the ball back to Australia. I don't know. But sometimes you have really, really low scores, and he just lost his mind.
I really think that this Williamson guy was just trying not to, steal the thunder and the fire. He was like,
He was out there before the guy even stepped out.
He was just he was preparing.
3? You got me 3?
He was preparing.
Oh, man. I mean, it's just like, okay, you know, next time, Kane, you better get us more than 3 next time on a bazillion balls. But that was, I mean, that's the way to, that truly was his last test. That's what it says in the video.
It's pretty awesome.
And that was his fastest 100 in his last test. I think if I looked correctly, he had something like 12 centuries in his career. I don't think it was, I think 30 was the half centuries, but 12 centuries, and you get your fastest in your very last innings of your last match. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it's pretty awesome. A good way to go out.
Great way to go out. The question is, what do you guys think about this video? Do you remember this match? Were you impressed? Were you like, man, this guy's amazing. He can go 10 more years. Or, you know, you have a different opinion about it. Let us know. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Ding.
Throw us some love for the Six Whispers showing up. And
for the Wicket Keeper, who's always here. Every single time.
they can't get enough. Or actually, I can't get enough. But until next time.
Goodbye.